Now I would like to bring the man of the hour to stage that's going to take you into our first presentation. Please help me welcome Marcus to the stage.
Thank you.
All right, guys. As Chandra said, my name is Marcus Cohn. I am a sales manager with Synology America. I'm going to be covering collaboration as well as a couple other new features we are implementing into DSM. Let's jump right in. So in today's business environment, we are seeing some pretty common work patterns emerging that are drastically altering the way we do business. More organizations are moving towards a telecommuting atmosphere where you need to be able to have access to your data no matter where you happen to be. In order to facilitate this, you need some sort of information exchange platform to allow you to communicate with your team members and coworkers. And last, you need some sort of collaboration software so you can easily give your input on documents even when you're away from the office. So in order to take advantage of these work patterns we're seeing emerge, we are releasing a collaboration suite. This consists of 4 different packages that fully integrate and allow you to use directly on your NAS. This consists of Synology Chat, a chat client that facilitates team communication, Synology Calendar, a schedule management package that allows you to easily and efficiently set events, Synology Office, a collaborative editing tool which allows you to collaboratively edit documents and spreadsheets, and last, Mailplus, a fully integrated and user-friendly mail solution. So we're going to jump straight in here to a new and exciting package I know you're all going to enjoy, and that is Synology Chat. So in today's business environment, many organizations are moving away from more traditional forms of communication. Email, I know that seems weird to think of that as a traditional form of communication, but they're moving towards more immediate forms of communication among team members and coworkers. This is where Synology Chat has the advantage. This is an instant communication software that runs directly on your NAS, making it so all your data is stored locally and giving you more peace of mind that your data is secure. I'm going to go ahead and highlight a couple features here. So because this is a NAS package that runs directly on your device, it allows you to have a private communication platform for your whole organization to use. We also offer customized integration by utilizing webhooks so you can pull data directly from the internet and input it as a chat message. We all want to be able to add emotion to our text chat. We have entertaining expressions that can also do just that. And last, we have comprehensive information management built directly in, and I will cover that a bit later. I'm going to go ahead and move into a demo here of Synology Chat, show you guys some of the cool features we are going to be implementing. All right, so as you can see, this is the basic DSM home screen. I already have the chat tab opened up right here. So this is the basic home screen for chat. There's a couple different features I want to highlight. So over here, as you can see, there's the channels and the conversations. I'm going to go show you guys how to create a channel. So you basically click the plus, add channel, click create, and you just pick a channel name. So in this case, I'm going to call it marketing. There's 2 different options here. There's a public channel and a private channel. I will highlight these in a second. However, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to create this channel on a more basic view. So as you can see, I've now created the channel and I am the only one in. But what if you wanted to add members after you've created it? It's very easy to do. Go up here to the top right, click add. And as you can see, I have created a couple accounts here of some various salespeople. You can go ahead and just add anyone you wish. So I'm going to go ahead and add Josh and Derek, click OK. And they have now been added to the channel. Very easy to do, very user-friendly. You can also change some of the settings directly from the channel as well. You can add members here as well, leave it, change any purpose or channel names as well as any notifications and how you receive them. You can also create encrypted channels. So this is a very cool feature where you can create a channel that is encrypted and will not enable any sort of indexing. So you basically, the exact same way you create a channel, but it must be a private channel. Create a private channel, click encrypt, and it will require a passphrase. In this case, I'll just use something basic. For demo's sake, click OK, and then give it some sort of channel name. So I'll call it marketing encrypt. I can't type. And click create, And as you can see, it is now an encrypted channel. The little ghost here on the top left indicates that it is encrypted, and the search is unavailable. So you cannot even click. It is not indexing any data in these encrypted channels. So there's a couple smaller features that I do want to highlight. So you are able to directly hashtag things in order to allow for easier indexing in the future. So if I wanted to hashtag a specific message, I can go up to this message here, click the hashtag button, and hashtag sales. In this case, I have already hashtagged it once before. And then from there, you can search for any sort of message that you have hashtagged sales at. So up here in the top in the search, I'm going to go ahead and just type in hashtag sales, and it will input all of the hashtags I have implemented into the Synology chat, making it very easy for you to index your data and make sure you're able to search what you're looking for easily. There's a couple different features. You are able to import files directly into Synology chat as well as I mentioned, the entertaining expressions. Lots of emojis available if you guys are interested in that as well. From there, I'm going to move out of the demo here and move back into the presentation, talk a little bit more about the encryption and some of the features. So, as many of you know, with chat clients and you're using on a public cloud, indexing is compulsory if you wish to search for through your chat data. But many of these public cloud providers claim they do not see your data. But if you want to search through it, they have to index it. Therefore, they're technically seeing it. Also, if they offer an encryption engine, searching will not be available at all. This is where Synology Chat has the upper hand. As I showed you, you are able to encrypt specific channels, and you're also able to index all your data. So it will index all the data in non-encrypted channels, giving you more security that your data is secure on your NAS. So as you saw in the demo, we have comprehensive information management built directly into the chat package. You can create a channel for a project-oriented or topic-focused chat room. You can post a specific message for further reflection or reading. You can hashtag a specific phrase or keyword to allow for easier indexing. You can use the @ symbol to mention in one person or an entire channel to get their attention. You can use the search function as I showed to search for specific phrases you have hashtagged or keywords you are looking for. And last, you can encrypt these channels to allow for more security that your data is secure and not available for prying eyes. From there, we're going to move into a new package we are releasing that allows you to collaboratively edit. So since you are now using the instant communication of Synology Chat, you now need somewhere to collaboratively edit files. So previously, we have released a package on Synology NASes that allows you to collaboratively edit a spreadsheet. From there, we have now progressed past the spreadsheet offering and have released Synology Office. This package not only allows you to collaboratively edit a spreadsheet, but a document as well. I'm going to jump straight into the demo here, highlight some of the cool features of Synology Office, and then show you guys what we are implementing. Sorry about that. So as you can see, this is the home page for Synology Office. A couple different options are available here. I'm going to open up some of these documents in a bit. However, I do want to show you guys how to create a document. So you basically go up here, click the plus button, and click Create. As you can see, you can create folders, documents, or a spreadsheet, however you want to do that. You can also create encrypted versions of these files as well. You can share these both publicly or with just local DSM users. So if you want to be able to easily collaborate with either just specific users or publicly, very easy to do as well. I'm going to jump into this spreadsheet and highlight some of the cool features here. It is loading. All right, so as you can see, I have a basic spreadsheet set up, just with a couple products and quarterly sales. So what if you wanted to format this data in a different way? As you can see, it just kind of has it in just no specific format right now. But what if you wanted to format this into US dollars? So previously in spreadsheet, you were unable to do this, but now you are able to. So basically what you'll do is select the data, go to Format, Number, and then More Formats and Currencies. From there, you can see we have a lot of different currencies available for formatting. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here to the US dollar. Once you select it, there are also more ways to format per currency. So as you can see, there's a couple different ways you can format US dollars. I'm going to go ahead and just click this one, the top one here. Go ahead and click OK. And as you can see, it has formatted all of my data to be in US dollars. So we've implemented extensive formatting options in Synology spreadsheet. You're able to edit these formats as you so desire. We also have implemented a chart support. So we offer 11 different chart options. You select the data, go insert, and then chart. And as you can see, lots of different chart options are available. Go ahead and click apply. And I've now created a chart making your data more easy to understand, or if you wish to present it to a superior or management. So a couple different features in spreadsheet that I wanted to highlight. The two main ones are the formatting and the chart support. The last is going to be the chat plugin. You're able to chat directly with your collaborators through this chat plugin, thus alleviating the need to send emails back and forth or switch tabs into the chat tab. You can do this directly from the spreadsheet itself. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of this one here and open up a document. So this is a new feature in Synology Office. Being able to collaboratively edit documents is a brand new thing. So as you can see, this is just a basic RAID document that I was using to train some of the new salespeople. So the main thing I want to point out here is something we call revision mode. So as you can see, this is a editing mode right now. I change it to revising mode, and instead of any edits I would make, it creates a comment. So like, let's say I wanted to delete this entire thing on variable fault tolerance. Instead of it deleting, it creates a comment that gives you an accept or reject button. This allows your collaborators to have even more say in what changes are made to the document and allowing you to talk about it before the change is actually made. Also, as I mentioned in spreadsheet, there is the chat plugin as well. So you can also chat directly with your collaborators, making it easy to communicate. The last thing I want to highlight and document is the formatting options. So as you can see, there was a general trend with Synology Office. So if I highlight the RAID up here, as you can see, it is now formatted into heading 2. However, what if you wanted to edit these headings? You can go to paragraph styles and change them to however you wish. Go ahead and select heading 1. I'll make it underlined and bold. And I'll make it size 30 font. Go ahead and click OK. And then you can format any of these into your now custom heading. Very easy to do, very user intuitive. So from there, I'm going to actually move out of the demo now and go over a couple of the highlights once again. So the main thing I want to highlight here is the difference between us and our main competitor for collaborative editing, which many of you know as Google Docs. We do have a lot of the same things in common, though. We both offer an intuitive user interface, something you're comfortable and it's easy to use. We both offer the ability to upload and download popular file formats, whether that's .doc or .xls. We both offer extensive formatting options, as I showed you in the demo. And last, we are both accessible anywhere, making it easy for you to access your data wherever you happen to be. While these top 4 are the same across the board, I want to bring your attention to the last one. When you're editing these files on Google Docs, your documents are stored on a remote server in one of Google's data centers, probably down in California somewhere. When you're editing these documents in Synology Office, they are all stored locally on your NAS, giving you the ability to use upload, I like to hear that, giving you the ability to use local download speeds and upload speeds, and giving you more peace of mind that your data is secure and not available for prying eyes. So as I move through this section of the collaboration suite, I do want to highlight a couple of the features in spreadsheet. So as I showed, we have a new UI, very more user-friendly and easy to use than before. As I also showed in the demo, we offer up to 11 different charts with our chart support. We also, which I did not show in the demo, there is a comment panel where you are able to comment on the status of the spreadsheet as you go, and the newest comments will automatically float to the top. So you're able to see the progression as you went. And last, as I showed, the extensive formatting options so you can display your data the way you want it to be displayed. So we're going to move away from the existing spreadsheet portion of Synology Office and move into a couple of the highlights of the document portion of Synology Office. So as I showed, we have the cool revision mode, which instead of creating and changing your document will instead create a comment allowing you to accept or reject any of those edits. You can share these documents either publicly or with other DSM users. And last, the chat plugin, as I showed, being able to allow you to collaboratively edit with your teammates and easily communicate with them as well. So with that, we're going to move into a brand new package. So many of us are completely devoted to our chosen calendar app. For many of us, that's Outlook Calendar. For many of us, that's an app on your mobile device. Synology Calendar is a package that runs directly on your NAS and is fully integrated with many other Synology packages and services. Let's jump right in. So, Synology Calendar not only works very well as just a daily scheduler, but also facilitates and encourages teamwork, and also is heavily integrated, as I mentioned. From here, I'm actually going to move into another demo, show you guys some of the cool features of Synology Calendar. So as you can see, I now have the calendar tab up here, and this is the day view. So on the left, we have some notifications, any kind of the administrative buttons. On the right, we have the calendar overview and the calendar list here. I'm going to switch into week view. So the first thing I want to show you is how to create a calendar. So you basically, as with all Synology packages, are very easy to use. Basically click the plus and create. I'm going to call this just sales. Oops. I'll just call it sales, and then I'm going to give it a green color. So I'm going to save. And as you can see, it has now been added to the sales. It has been, the calendar sales has now been added to the calendar list. And from there, you can create events and put them solely on that calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and create an event for next Monday, so when we're all back at the office, as a debrief meeting. I cannot type today. Debrief. So you can input this into either my specific calendar, so which is just your local calendar, or in the sales calendar. In this case, I'm going to input it into sales. But what if you wanted to add more detail? There's not much there. You can click the edit details. This gives you full control over when and where your event will occur. So you're able to add a location, switch which calendar, add an alert as well. You can make it a repeat event all day, change the time, edit the guest list. Lots of different edit options available when you click that edit details button. So I'm just going to keep it pretty basic just for demo's sake and click hit save. And as you can see, the meeting has been added to 11 o'clock on Monday. So just a cool feature I wanted to highlight there of the creating events. It's very easy to do, very user intuitive. So from there, we are going to move out of the demo there, and I'm going to highlight some of the cool teamwork facilitating features as well as the integration. So as I mentioned, Synology Calendar encourages and promotes quite a bit of teamwork. You can implement a shared calendar. You can share a calendar among all your coworkers to make sure everyone is on the same page as to when and where an event will occur. You can implement an event reminder. So each person who is scheduled for that event will get a reminder notifying them that the event is coming up and they will not be late. Last, you can publicly share your calendar with colleagues with read-only access, so while sharing, you're not worried that your calendar is being altered or changed. So I've covered the scheduling aspect and I've covered the teamwork aspect, but what about integration? So Synology Calendar is heavily integrated with both chat and Mailplus. You're able to create an event directly from a chat message or from an email itself. We also offer CalDAV support for iOS, macOS, and Thunderbird, allowing you to take your calendar wherever you go. And last, we allow the ability to sync your Google Calendar with your Synology Calendar, not only allowing you to localize all your data on your NAS, but so you do not miss a beat in that transition. So with that, we're going to come into the final package of the collaboration suite that kind of rounds out the communication aspect of it, and that is Mailplus. So earlier this year, we released Mailplus. It provided its users a cost-effective, locally stored mail solution that had a very user-friendly and customizable browser interface. We also offered extensive filtering and easy organization through the use of labels, and also offered NoteStation integration so you can save emails directly to NoteStation, allowing for further reading or reflection. So we are now offering an easy migration feature, so you can easily migrate your existing mail server to Synology Mailplus through an intuitive user interface. We have greatly expanded upon the threat monitoring capabilities of Mailplus and Mailplus Server as well, giving you more granular ability to edit the spam filters and malware filters and making you feel more secure in your mail. We also implemented shared and external contact lists, so you're able to share a contact list amongst all your team members to make sure you're all on the same page as to who has what contact information. And last, as I showed, you can subscribe an external contact list so you can consolidate all your contacts in one place. Last, we have extensive calendar and chat integration as I showed, and as I had mentioned. You can create events directly from an email as well as directly from a chat message. A fully integrated mail solution and a calendar is essential in today's business environment, as that is what we are constantly using. So this is a great step forward with Synology Mailplus. So with that, we have come to the last section of the collaboration suite. So we've covered the instant communication of chat, the scheduling power of calendar, the collaboration-driven Office, and the fully integrated and user-friendly Mailplus. Now, if you were listening at the beginning, I'm going to continue from here. We're going to highlight a new utility that will change the way you search for files on your NAS. So, as many of you know, the data demands of the average company is growing exponentially and will only continue to go up. With many of us, you expect to search for your files through some standard search functionality, something we're all used to using. But we are taking search to the next level, and we call this Synology Universal Search. So you can see this mirrored in how we access the internet and how we search the internet 30 years ago versus today. So back in the 1990s, you searched the internet by utilizing categories, as there were only thousands of entries on the internet. Now, in 2016, there are billions of websites available, and we have to use keywords to search because of this high number of websites. You can see this same trend mirrored in the storage capacity of Synology units. As Alex mentioned in his opening, in 2004, we released the DS101. This unit only had a max capacity of 250 gigabytes. And you had to sort your files manually by categorizing them into folders. Now, in 2016, we have released the RS180 16XS Plus. It's a mouthful. This unit has a storage capacity of 1,800 terabytes, and you search through the files using the standard file search functionality that we're all used to. So as you can see, we have seen a 7,200 times growth in the amount of storage in Synology units in just about 12 years. So with that, we are releasing Synology Universal Search. In order to accommodate this massive amount of files that every company is now having, Universal Search can search through many different file types, ranging all the way from photos to videos to documents. It will even search through the various packages on your Synology NAS, whether that's NoteStation, Chat, Mailplus. It will even search through our help pages. We will continue to add more functionality in the future, so I urge you to get started and use this feature as it is very useful. So from there, I'm actually going to move into another demo, show you how Universal Search works and a couple of the cooler features. So I am still here on the Mailplus. I'm going to move back into the main screen. So there's a couple of different ways you can access Universal Search. The main way is using the package. So I now have opened the Universal Search package. What you can do is just search for anything. In this case, I'm going to search for a song I know is on there. It's one of the standard Windows demo songs. And as you can see, it has listed it in 2 different places because it is on there twice. And also, any orange dot you see on the left here is where a file resides in that category. So you can also do a different functionality with this as well. If you just type in MP3 and press enter, it will then list all of the MP3s you have on your NAS. If you type in .doc, it will list all the documents you have on your NAS. Also, you do have a preview feature. So if you go ahead and just click once on one of these, you can get a brief preview over the file, allowing you to easily pick and choose and make sure that this is the file you want to open before you download it or start editing it in Synology Office. Also, you can, from Universal Search, right-click and go Open in File Station, and it will immediately open up where that file is in File Station for you. So that is the main way to access Universal Search. We also have an advanced search functionality with up to 42 different criteria. I will talk about these a bit later, however, they are quite extensive. The last way you can access Universal Search is actually pretty cool. So many of us, we don't like to use a mouse. I mean, there's people who don't like to use a mouse and prefer to use a keyboard to access everything. There's a very easy way to do this. It's Control F. It's exactly as you would search for anything else on a website or through a document, and it opens up this search now. So I can basically, instead of manually going and opening up Audio Station, I can just type audio, and as you can see, it has Audio Station there, press enter, and now opens up Audio Station. Very easy to use to access different packages and to make it easy to pick and choose which ones you want to open without having to use the mouse at all. So with that, we're going to move away from the demo once again, back into the presentation, and highlight some of the cool features. So I'm going to compare this with another popular search tool in just pure file search performance. So when compared, we had a 3 times faster search complete time, as well as 20% the RAM requirement as the other popular search tool. You can see this same trend mirrored with the file index performance as well, where we had a 3.4 times faster file index time and 17.5% the RAM utilization. So as you can see, Universal Search is extremely well optimized. Because of this high level of optimization, Universal Search will be available on all Synology units, ranging from our high-end 12-bay rack servers all the way down to a 1-bay J-series meant for home use. So from there, we're going to move into the last. All right. So with that, we're going to move into the last section of my presentation, and that is multimedia. So while many of you do use your Synology NASs for business applications, we do strive to continue to make it more user-friendly so you can use this as a personal entertainment center. Twice? Okay, so we have 3 different packages that make up the multimedia offerings on Synology NASs. Those are Photo Station, Audio Station, and Video Station. Respectively, these all can completely manage the media files on your Synology NAS. I'm going to move into a demo a bit later, but I'm going to highlight some of the cool features in both Audio Station and Video Station first. So, as you can see, this is a new homepage for Audio Station. There's a couple different things I want to highlight on this new homepage. Outlined by the top red rectangle is the new My Pins section. This section allows you to pin albums or specific songs to this area to allow you for easier access and so you can easily listen to the songs you want to listen to more often. Secondly, with the second red rectangle below that, we have the genre section. This section will automatically organize your data into specific genres, making it easy for you to choose which songs to listen to based on your mood or what you want to listen to at that time. I also want to highlight one small thing. As many of you can see, there is an album on the top there that doesn't have any album art. We have now implemented something where you're able to search for song information online. You basically would right-click on it, go to search song information online, and it will automatically populate that metadata for you, giving you a album of cover, can't talk, and as well as any sort of like release dates, album artists, any sort of that information you may be missing to allow you to fully flesh out your audio collection. So with that, I'm going to highlight a couple different features in Video Station as well. So, as many of us know, there are movies ranging all the way from G all the way to R. But we don't have people, or we have people on our NASs that we may not want to view these videos all the time. So, as you can see, we have this NAS set up as an example with a misspelled Zootopia. We have G, PG, PG-13, and R, as well as R18. You are now able to whitelist specific ratings as well as lock others. So as you can see, I have whitelisted the G, PG, and PG-13 movies, and I have locked anything above PG-13. This is very easy to do. You go through Video Station and then go to the settings. All of these is controlled on an account-by-account basis. So it is not NAS-wide. You can set the settings based on whose account you're editing. When you create this, you will also need to create a PIN. This PIN will be required if that user wishes to view one of the restricted movies. If they wish to view a normal movie, that PIN will not be required. So with that, I'm going to move into Photo Station here, highlight some of the cooler features we have implemented. All right, so as you can see, I have a couple different albums here. Previously, in Photo Station, if you wanted to share an entire album, you would have to click on the album and select each picture individually. We have now gotten rid of that functionality. You can do that on a single picture basis, but you can share an entire album now at one time by just clicking the check, clicking share, and share with the public. So I'm not going to give this any name. You can also give this a validity period or when it will not be shareable anymore, as well as give it a password. I'm going to enable a couple of these functionality to highlight them for you guys. So we have area highlight tools, comments, and color labels. Go ahead and click OK and go to link. So this allows you to collaboratively edit your photos with other people. So the one I'm going to highlight here is this photo. These are all family photos. So we took this picture when I was in Greece, and the problem with it is that there's those lights down there in the left-hand corner. It makes it look very inauthentic and very guarded. So now with the new update, you can edit and add a rectangular highlight area. So basically, I'll highlight the lights, and say, please remove. It will then create a little comment there letting your collaborators know, like, hey, I would love it if you could remove these lights from this photo. You can also give these photos a color label. So if I wanted to label all of these specific photos red, very easy to do as well. You can also add comments with a name, email, and add comments there just as well. So we're going to move back here, and as you can see, the color label has taken effect. It is now outlined with a red border, giving you the ability to organize your photos by color labels as well. So with that, we're going to move out of this and highlight some of the cool features and wrap up the multimedia section. So we have covered Photo Station with its collaboration and photo tags. We have covered Audio Station with its new pins and homepage, as well as the searching for song information online. We've also covered Video Station with its new privacy and parental control. So with that, we have come to the end of my presentation. We have covered the collaboration suite, which consisted of Chat, Mailplus, Calendar, and Office. We have covered the new way to search for files on your NAS with Synology Universal Search. And we have highlighted some quality of life changes to our multimedia offerings. I would like to thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to now invite Chandra up to get you guys started with the next steps. Thank you.